HTTV in association with Absolute Warehouse Services. Danny, thanks for joining us after what felt like the longest game we've played in a long time, but who cares when we've got the result we have. Fantastic for the players to come back from being behind. It's been quite a while, well predating you, since that has happened.
Yeah, somebody just mentioned maybe April 2017. So this is important. It's, you know, if you want to be a successful team, you have to win games in all different ways. And listen, we didn't start the way we wanted to today. We just didn't play with the intensity or the purpose that we wanted to in those first 10 minutes. And they score, and then it becomes really tough. And you have two choices: you either go under, or you step forward and you come back fighting. And credit to the players today, because I thought they showed an amazing amount of resilience and and a lot of grit. We tweaked the system and the personnel to try to help the group, and I think that did work. But it's always the players. And the players today, the way they responded, you know, not only from the first 10 minutes, but also the background of the Middlesbrough game. Credit to them. I'm really proud of them.
You can see when Blackburn come here today on the back of an 8-game unbeaten run as well. They've got Danny Graham, Sam Gallagher up front. They're going to be a threat in the box all afternoon. It was a disappointing first goal to concede. They were given too much time. But like you say, credit to the players, because we've shown over that course of that 2 years, it's not easy to come from behind and win a game. But they, along with the tactical switch, really picked themselves up on the pitch, missing Jonathan Hogg, who's one of the big leaders in there. Yeah,
well, Hogg is like three players to us. So when you lose him, he's a really hard person to replace. And it's not easy, particularly like you said after the start we had. The first goal was disappointing. We worked hard on trying to stop crosses and fill in the frame, and I think we got dragged over to their right hand side and just left the middle of our goal empty. And it was a good finish from Danny Graham, but a disappointing goal from our perspective. But credit to the players, because the response was excellent, and we showed resolve, and you have to do that. And was it a perfect performance? No, it wasn't. But it had, from the 10th minute onwards, it had fight, it had endeavour, it had players committed to the cause. And normally when you outrun, outfight and outwork teams, you tend to get on the right side of the results.
We've talked about how we're becoming an increasing threat from set pieces as well, and I thought the delivery from Janino Bakuna for Jon Stankovic's goal was probably as good a set piece delivery we've had. I mean, not easy for Jon to score, but it's made it all the better for him. Loads of pace on the ball, and he's right in where you want to be.
Yeah, it's a brilliant delivery, and he's got that quality, Janino. It's a brilliant ball and a great header, and I'm so pleased for Jon. It's an honest game, football, and Jon is as conscientious and diligent professional as you get, and he was disappointed with a chance that he missed against Middlesbrough. So for him to score today was just rewards for the way he conducts himself, and you know, football tends to do that to good people.
We'll talk about Steve and the goal in a second, but I just want to mention Lewis. You say Jonathan Hogg does the work of three men. Lewis must do about two, I reckon, as well. And for that goal, it's his work getting in front of the man, winning the ball back, that's actually allowed Steve to go on and score the spectacular goal he has. How important was it to have Lewis back today, given that Hoggy was missing?
Definitely. Listen, Steve Mounier will get the headlines for sure, and deservedly so. But Lewis, the pressure that he got on the ball in that moment to nick the ball from their midfielder to create the chance was equally important. And I thought he's exceptional today. He's a young kid, and he cares an awful lot. And he covered every blade of grass today. And what was good, you know, he knew we would miss Hoggy, and he stepped up today, and that's what you want players to do, and that's what being a good team is, because you don't always have your best players available to you. So when you do have key players out, then others have to step up, and they have to lead in the ways that works for them, and certainly Lewis is one that leads by example. And he might be a young boy, but he's getting better by the game for sure.
We've got to mention Steve. It's been a tough calendar year for him. It's the last game of 2019 today, but it's ended in a fantastic way, and it's not what you'd probably call a typical Steve Mounier goal, but what a fantastic goal, worthy of winning any game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it wins any game of football at any level, that goal. And pleased for Steve, because again he works and conducts himself in an exemplary way. He you know, for him to get that ball, I think Bakker was screaming at him to give him a pass, but he only had one thought in mind, and yeah, it was a brilliant finish, and great for him, great for the team, and it's not been easy. It's been a very tough Christmas period. The game's coming thick and fast, particularly with the wafer thin squad that we have. You know, you can't underestimate Blackburn in this run of games have made 6 and 7 changes per game. We haven't had the luxury of doing that. We've had to roll them out and go again and go again and go again. And I thought the players deserve a lot of credit for their resolve, their physical fitness, but also their mentality, because you win games in this period with mentality. That's what wins you football matches, because it's not always easy, and it's not always going to be perfect. And we were far from perfect today, but we played to a game plan. The players bought into it and delivered it. And when you do that and you have a cohesiveness and an alignment, then it gives you a good chance to get on the right side of games.
And along the lines of having players back, it was nice for you to be able to call upon Fraser Campbell today from the bench. He's obviously a big player for the club in what he offers you on the pitch. Rahmani comes on, Flo come on, and they play their part in an important win as well, don't they?
Definitely, Flo again. We wanted to try to just get a left footer on the pitch today. We knew that the way they pressed, that we would need to try to get Jaden on his left foot and play outside their shape. And I thought Jaden did well, but Flo come on and saw the game out for us, and credit to him for his professionalism in that. And Fraser was not young Fraser, but Fraser was. I thought he was terrific. Just the energy and intensity and the pressure that he was able to get on the ball allowed us to get and work up the pitch. And young Rahmani again for his second championship start. You have to remember he's playing in step 5 of non-league just this time last year. So 2019 has been pretty good for him.
Yeah. Not long now, and to enjoy this, I suppose you'll enjoy it tonight. But thoughts quickly turn to Stokes here on New Year's Day. There can't be a lot you can do with the players between now and Wednesday. But what is the plan?
Oh, there's a lot we can do. For us, it's recovery. They'll all be in early tomorrow morning, doing their recovery work. We'll analyse the game. We'll try to take learning from it, particularly the first 10 minutes, because we need to start games quicker, because otherwise you give yourself a mountain to climb. And we did that today and managed to get to the top. So that was good. But there are easier ways to win football matches. That is for sure. And then we'll start to turn our focus to Stoke. We watched Stoke just recently, Nicky and I, at Middlesbrough. So we feel like we've got a good handle on them. They're improved. They're much. Better organisation without the ball. They've got a collective spirit that looks like it's come back. I know they've only lost narrowly away at Fulham today, so now we're anticipating a really tough game. We'll dust ourselves down and we'll be ready to go again. But we like playing at home, and pleased for the supporters today, because 2019 has been tough. It hasn't been plain sailing, but they've stuck with the club, and them more than anyone deserve that victory this evening.
Well, there's a lot of people in Huddersfield that have a really happy new year now thanks to tonight. So thank you, Danny, for joining us, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Pleasure, thank you very much.